Flawless Painting is ready to help tackle your painting jobs no matter how big. Their expert painters and quality products can make your home really stand out. And today, owner Scott Chaucer is back, and he's going to introduce you to a very special guest. But before we meet him, welcome back.
Hey, thanks for having me.
It's always
great.
So good to see you. And I want to remind our guests about how you started Flawless Painting, because I think a lot of us think, oh, if it's painting, I don't know why people think this is a do-it-yourself job. I can do it myself.
Right.
But I can tell you right now, the difference between you probably doing it, no offense, and Scott is worlds apart, because you have been in the business doing this for over 15 years now.
That's right. Yeah, we fortunately we got our start, a long time ago after I was downsized from corporate America, and then we started painting one house at a time and really focused on what the customer needs, whether it's inside or out. Pay attention to the details, pay attention to the little things that really would separate us from the competition, and just it's taken a life of its own, and we've been able to do that for many years and withstand the different economic times. And
right.
Here we are today, like I always say, and it's great being here.
Yeah, congratulations, because especially getting through the last few years when so many small businesses closed up shop, it just goes to show quality products, amazing quality service, and it was so good that apparently your special guest was excited and wanted to come on the show. So tell us who we have here.
Exactly. This is Dr. Reverend Elligan. He's from True Life Baptist Church.
Nice to see you.
Down in East Atlanta, and we were fortunate enough where he contacted me through the show, so I'll let you guys chit-chat about that. But it was just one of those things that, really worked out very, very well. And I'll let him tell the story, but it's been a pleasure and truly a blessing to meet him and to have him come into my life. And it's just opened up some opportunities, but it also felt so good to come through for him and his congregation.
Absolutely, because we always mention, mostly we show interior, exterior, residential homes on the show, but Scott does lots of commercial, he does movie sets, he does it all.
Yes.
So first of all, thank you for watching the show.
Thank you. Yes.
I appreciate that, Doctor.
I watch it religiously.
Oh, good. Done. He's here every day. That was good.
Yes.
Did they get that? Anyway, the viewers are like, what? Oh, no, I get it. Well, what made you call Scott? So you're watching him on the show, and what were your needs at the time?
Well, I believe that everything is divinely designed.
Yes.
And so we were celebrating our 59th church anniversary, and I was watching Atlanta & Company, and I saw Scott, and I called. And in our consideration for a contractor, we had about 3 things that we really valued. 1 was professionalism, 2 was price, and 3 was performance. And
sure.
Scott, he projected a very positive sense of professionalism. He was on time for the appointment.
Right.
And in terms of budget, he was well within our budget.
Good.
In terms of working with us, so that was excellent. And then in terms of performance, he and his staff did an outstanding job. They were on time, they were clean, they were organized, and what was especially key to us is that they respected the premises. It's a church.
Absolutely. He did that with our home. I mean, with our kitchen. The way that they prep the job, nothing is touched. Everything is perfectly intact. And when they leave, everything's down. You come home and everything looks exactly the way you left it, but better because
yes.
of the paint job. So what did you have upgraded? And I think we have some pictures.
We had the entire church upgraded. We had the interior sanctuary and the downstairs fellowship hall. And what was so especially great was that it was 2 phases. So the first phase was the sanctuary, from the ceiling to the pews and et cetera. We remodeled everything. And what made Scott so perfect for us is that we did not consider anyone else for the second phase.
Right.
Scott was on time.
Right.
They performed well. And what's important is that we have service from Sunday to Sunday, then we have midweek service.
Right.
So we can't have painters all over the place.
No kidding.
And the congregants coming in.
Right.
Scott stated the time that he would complete the job, and he completed it on time. So he did the entire interior of the church, both upstairs and downstairs.
It's so great.
Yes.
And what a wonderful thing. I know you're a busy man. You're
yes.
obviously taking time out of your schedule to come give him kudos and thumbs up here on the show, which I know means a lot to him. By the way, now that you've met Trina, his wife, what great work they also do in the community.
Absolutely.
So with helping charities and all their charitable work, it really is a good fit. You didn't probably know that at the time. But
I didn't know it at the time, but I do know it now. We're working on some initiatives in terms of reaching some homelessness, and that's our mission as a church as well.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Thank you for being here. And I know, Scott, in the short time we have left, I know you wanted to quickly mention, now's the time to protect the outside and the deck. If your home was hit so hard by the storms, the winter, now's the time. Look outside, look at that deck, and call the professionals. Do not do that yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's huge right now for coming out of the, winter months and into the spring, there's an exorbitant amount of wood rot on houses that we see constantly over and over. It's one of the things we really do. One of the things we really do well is the outsides of decks and so on and so forth.
Look at
it's
that.
holiday time, party time, graduation time, wedding time, all that fun stuff's coming up. So, please prepare for that and, give us a call on those issues. But once again, referring back to Reverend Elligan, it's been phenomenal, and that's probably our 4th church that we've done, so we're really excited about it.
Good deal.
We just finished up a Nally Lexus car dealership up in Roswell, Georgia, too. So as you mentioned, we are diversified, and we are able to take on commercial projects just besides coming in and doing your kitchen.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, what I find is a lot of friends, male and female, that work from home, they watch the show with the show on in the background, they're working, then they'll go, hey, I heard that, and I needed that service, or I needed that product. So you might have a lot of people who are thinking, our actual business, our facility needs painting, so this is a great opportunity, as the doctor did.
It was phenomenal. We went down to a service, too, one weekend. And it was fun, and I got to talk to all the congregation. It was a lot of fun.
Awesome, Scott.
Scott has a great name in terms of the religious industry.
Yeah.
Flawless painting.
Exactly.
So that ignited with me very well.
Right.
So.
You're thinking, okay, this was truly meant to be. And I know, basically, the doctor, the Reverend, he's told you what really separates you from the rest in terms of professionalism. The crews, I think, are so important.
Excellent.
Because even since I've known you, and we've had to do some stuff recently due to a leak, you still have the same guys, the same crews. Yeah. So that's huge. So it's the crews on staff, those estimates that are detailed, right?
Yes.
Those little things.
Well, that's what he liked about it, because there was a lot of different moving parts in his church inside, and I was, worried about making sure they knew exactly what we were going to do. And that was one of the things he knew. Just looked at the list and saw it was very simple to follow, and that's why it was even easier the second time around, because again, there was a lot of moving parts and things they were doing to get it ready for their celebration.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations, and I'm sure he took advantage of your A&C grade offer, which you have again this week.
Yeah, absolutely. For anybody that spends over $1,000 in the labor costs, whether it's an inside job or an exterior job, which is obviously prevalent now going into the spring and summer, you get a 15% discount on the labor costs across the top. So it doesn't matter if you spend $1,050 or you spend $10,000, you're still going to get 15% off the labor costs.
Just mention that you saw me on Atlanta Company, or saw Scott, saw the Reverend, any of it, and he'll definitely give you a call back, come out and give you that detailed estimate. It's a deal you don't want to pass up to get your home looking great just in time for all these parties and this festive time of year. Again, if you'd like more information, it's flawlesspainting.com. Give them a call, 678-386-7899.